In order to solve this equation that has a double angle in it, as well as just the single, I have a 2x as well as a sine x, we're going to need to use an identity for cosine of 2x. You may recall we actually have three choices. So then the question becomes, which one of those three should I pick? Well, when we're solving an equation with trig functions in it, it's nice to have everything in terms of the same function. So all sines or all cosines or all something. I'm going to notice I have this sine x that isn't going to be affected by the identity. So I'm going to pick the version of cosine 2x that has sines in it so that my equation will have only sines and no cosines. And that is 1 minus 2 sine squared x. So there's the double angle identity substitution. And now I have an equation with only sines in it. We still have to solve it. We haven't solved it yet. So how do we solve a trig equation? Generally, we put everything on one side and try to factor. I would rather my squared term have a positive coefficient, so I'm going to move everything over to the right. So I got 0 equals 2 sine squared x plus the sine x that was already there. And when I move the 1 over, this is minus 1. Factor? Well, let's see. I'm going to need 2 sine x times sine x to get 2 sine squared x. And I'm going to need a plus 1 and a minus 1 to get my minus 1 down here at this end. I just got to figure out plus and minus. Where do they go? Let's see. I want to have plus 1 sine x in the middle. So if I do plus 2 sine x and minus 1 sine x, that'll get me there. At this point, we're ready to set each factor equal to 0 and find solutions. So 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0. I'm going to add 1, divide by 2 to get sine x is 1/2. That happens in quadrants 1 and 2 where sine x has positive values. Reference angle is pi over 6. So in quadrant 1 that's pi over 6. Quadrant 2 is 5 pi over 6. And we're half done. I have sine x plus 1 equals 0. Subtract 1 both sides, so sine x is negative 1. And between 0 and 2 pi, the only place that happens is at 3 pi over 2. So 3 solutions.